Hello, welcome to the Business Forum brought to you by the Greater Fort Walton Beach Chamber of Commerce. I'm Martin Owen, I'm the Chairman of the Chamber of Commerce for 2012. Today I'm joined by Peggy Mahone, Kevin Almodovar and Jonathan Clark, and we're going to talk about one of my favourite subjects, and that's getting businesses out in front of their customers. So, without further ado, let's go over and find out what these people are all about. Peggy, ladies first. You're a board member of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, I am.
And you're interactive specialist with Florida Freedom.
I am.
So tell me all about Florida Freedom.
Florida Freedom, we are also known as the Daily News. Florida Freedom owns the majority of newspapers in this region. We own the Santa Rosa Press Gazette, Crestview News Bulletin, Daily News, Destin Log, Walton Sun, News Herald, and then we go all the way to past Panama City to Apalachicola. We own the newspapers, and then of course their web counterparts, and we also own the destination sites, emeraldcoast.com, destin.com, and panamacity.com. So we do have the largest audience in Northwest Florida, and then of course we have the travel sites as an arm of that. And my job, I'm on the interactive team, so it's all mobile and all the digital media services that we offer. So we're kind of a one-stop shop for everything.
Okay, well, we'll get into what digital media services are in a little while. Kevin, tell me a bit about what you're doing.
Oh, we're Revive Media Services, local production web design company. We provide all the services for online needs as well as production needs. We do web design, optimization, marketing, and we also incorporate video production for broadcast or the web. We've been around now, this will be our 4th year. I've been a techie since I was in the Air Force back in '88, working on cameras. I always enjoyed it, and I thought this would be a great venture, and we've realized some pretty good success so far, so it's been a fun ride.
Great. Jonathan, Bit Wizards, nothing to do with Harry Potter?
Not at all, not at all. We're a software development company, mobile app development company, and web development company. We've been around since 2000, and we develop custom software applications, do systems integration, and a lot of enterprise type applications for mid to large type businesses. We're a Microsoft Gold partner, which means that we have a unique relationship with Microsoft that gets us in front of a lot of those type of customers.
Cool. I always try and assume that the people we're talking to know a lot about what we're all doing. Having talked to a lot of the people in the Fort Walton Beach area, I think there's a wide diversity between what some businesses know about online, about media, and how to deal with the modern environment. There's some people like me. I'm with Resort Quest. I'm inundated all the time with people building websites and social networking and doing videos. But what about the average Fort Walton Beach business? Peggy, you have a lot to do with them.
I do. I think one of the biggest things is the perception, because they don't know about it, there's a little fear there, and they think that maybe it's too expensive or they don't need it or something like that, which is completely wrong. I mean, the buying cycle that people go through these days, statistically 90% of people research online before they buy, and such a huge percentage of that is also on mobile devices. So as a local business, you need to be on these search engines and be online in order to compete nationally, globally. And with this push, people want to buy local, but if they cannot find these businesses online, then they're going to go to an Amazon or someone else out of the area. The biggest thing is talk to people like us and just sit down and have a conversation, because it is affordable for every single person, to make sure that you are in every part of the buying cycle, so that you can convert those people to clients and maintain them as longtime clients.
Okay, Jonathan, what's your impression of how the local business community have grasped the modern way of doing business?
Well, our experience has been that a lot of them have not grasped it, that they're still kind of searching for it. And I think a lot of it has to do with what Peggy said, is that they may not know what's out there. Like we used to say, I say a lot, is that they don't know what they don't know. Which is a big downfall in a lot of small businesses. And I started a small business in 2002. And trust me, I know from what I'm speaking, because you talk to anybody who's been in business for a while, they look back upon when they first started and they realize, wow, I really didn't know what I was doing when I got into this. And you learn along the way.
Right.
I guess a lot of the local businesses, I don't know that they know where to go to find the information. And I guess forums like this are designed to help people.
That's what we're trying to do.
Right.
Absolutely.
Kevin, what's your take on the whole thing?
You know, I think it's something new. I think what we've realized is that a lot of people take it for granted that everybody is online, and I think what happens is that when you run into some business owners that may not be online, they may not use a computer as much, they kind of take that as a sign that, well, not many people are finding us online, so not take that route. But they hit it on the head. I think a lot of times people just don't know. They don't know where to go. They don't know where to find the information, and because they don't have that knowledge, it's very hard for them to decide, you know, what products to get and how it's going to affect their business. You know, we've had clients that come in and say, "I need a website." You ask them, "Well, what do you want it to do for your business?" "Well, I don't know, but all I know is that when I talk about my business, the first thing that they ask me is, what's my website?" And I don't have one. And so that's how we can help them, but that's kind of what we're running into, is a lot of times they just don't know what it can do for them.
And I guess also, I mean, one automatically assumes that, okay, a store in Fort Walton Beach, for example, wants to get online to sell their product, but what about the lawyers or the restaurants? They all have slightly different things, and they may not be aware of it. How do you approach that? When the three of you go out and talk to businesses, what do you ask them to get the information out of them so you know what to build for them?
Well, a lot of times what we do is we try to find out about their business and what they're trying to accomplish, but also, and this is what's kind of scary, is we ask them who are their competitors and what are their competitors doing, and a lot of times they don't even know that. So in order to really figure out who your target market is and best form a plan to reach that target market, you have to know the business, you have to know the competitors, and you have to know what their marketing advantage is. What sets them apart from everybody else in there.
Okay, well that's going to be our next task. We'll go off in a moment for a moment. You can go off and make yourself a cup of coffee, and then we'll work out what you need to ask these folks when you want to get your online strategy and put it all together. You're listening to the Greater Fort Walton Beach Chamber of Commerce and the Business Forum. We'll be back in a minute.